Hello student, good morning. It's me your science teacher from National Patterson Kanski. Today I am here to teach you for the class 7 science your previous lesson force and motion. In this lesson we are discuss about the definition of force, different types of force, effects of force and the scalar and vector quantity, and also we are discussed in our previous class related to distance and displacement, isn't it? Today we are discuss about the some new terms and some numerical problems related to this lesson. First one is speed. What is speed? What is speed? Speed is distance travel upon time taken. And mathematically, speed is equal to travel upon time taken. Isn't it? Note it. The distance covered by a body in a unit time is called the speed. The distance covered by a body, the distance by a body or object in a unit time. In unit time, isn't it? Distance is or speed is defined as the ratio of distance traveled to the time taken, or a rate of change of distance travel. The rate of change of distance travel is called the speed. It is defined as the distance covered by an object in a unit time. Distance covered by an object in a unit time, which is called the speed. The unit of speed is unit of speed is unit of distance travel is meter per unit of time is second. Meter per second, isn't it? Okay. Or it is simply written that distance is equal to speed is equal to distance upon time. It is the mathematical formula used to calculate the numerical problems. Clear? Okay. Sometimes it is measured in the CGS system. In the CGS system, the unit of speed is, look here, unit of speed meter in a CGS system is centimeter, and unit of time in CGS system is second. Centimeter per second. It is the unit of speed in a CGS system. Okay, student? Okay. Now we are turns to next term. Next term is velocity. What is the velocity? Velocity. Simply, velocity is denoted by, look here, velocity is denoted by V. V is equal to rate of change of displacement or distance displacement upon time. Rate of change of displacement is called velocity. The rate of change of displacement, which is called velocity. Write definition at first. The rate of change of displacement is called the rate of change of displacement is called velocity. The rate of change of distance is called we are discussed in our previous class. हामीले हिजोको क्लासमा rate of change of distance भनेर के भनेको थियौ रे? याद छ? The rate of change of displacement or distance is called velocity. Simply, velocity is written that it's denoted by v. It's equal to distance or displacement is denoted by s upon time is denoted by t. Its unit is also meter per second. The unit of velocity is also meter per second. Therefore, the unit of velocity is meter per second. In CGS system, in CGF system, likewise, its velocity its unit is centimeter per second. Okay, student. Okay. Next term is acceleration. What is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity. Acceleration. Acceleration. The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration, which is denoted by small a. The rate of change of velocity is called the acceleration, which is denoted by small a. Mathematically, acceleration A is equal to rate of change of velocity, final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. B minus u upon t. B means the final velocity, minus u means the initial velocity, divided by t means the time taken. Isn't it? Now, therefore, the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. How we calculate this meter per second square? Look here once time. Acceleration A is equal to velocity upon time. The unit of velocity is meter per second divided by times unit second. It gives meter per second square. Isn't it? Okay, student. This is called the unit of velocity. In this level, some publications and some books issued by the CDC or government, Nepal government, contains the one up to this term acceleration, but some publications contains the next 2 or 3 more topics in this level. So that I am going to discuss a little bit about these topics. Some books contains the Newton's law of motion. Newton's law of motions. This Newton's law of motion completely were discussed in our next class or next level in a class 9 or 8 or 9. Isn't it? Here is discussed a little bit. Look here. Newton's law of motion. Law of motion. What are the Newton's law of motion? What is the meaning of Newton's law? Newton's is the mathematician. He is the physician and a physician as well as the mathematician. He described about the three different laws related to the motion of an object. He tells that different laws, three different laws. This law tells about the motion of an object. न्यूटन्स भन्ने एकजना साइन्टिस्ट जो चाहिँ म्याथमेटिसियन हुन्, उनी फिजिशियन पनि हुन्, उनले चाहिँ के गरे भने डिफ्रेन्ट लहरू अब्जेक्टलाई स्टेट पाथमा मुभ गराउने बेलामा अथवा अब्जेक्ट मोसनमा हुने बेलामा त्यो अब्जेक्टको मोसनको बारेमा केही कुराहरू डिस्क्राइब गरेका छन्. दिस ल आर कल्ड द न्यूटन्स ल अफ मोसन. According to the Newtons, he divides the three laws. First one is Newton's first law of motion. First one is Newton's first law of motion. Everybody continues in its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless an external force is applied on it. Everybody continues in its state. In its state of rest or uniform motion unless in a straight line unless the external force is applied. Look here. Everybody continue in its state. Every object continue in its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless the external force is applied. Newton tells that every object continues their state unless the external force is applied. न्यूटन्सले आफ्नो तीनवटा थ्योरम्सहरूमध्ये फर्स्ट थ्योरम्समा के भनेका छन् भने एभ्री अब्जेक्ट इन्भाइरोमेन्टमा कन्टेन भएका अथवा मोसनमा हुने सबै अब्जेक्टले कन्टिन्युअस देयर स्टेट, तिनीहरूको स्टेटलाई चाहिँ के गर्छ, कन्टिन्युअस गरिरहेको हुन्छ अनलेस द एक्सटर्नल फोर्स इज अप्लाइड. जुन बेलासम्म हामी के गरेका हुँदैनौँ, एक्सटर्नल फोर्स अप्लाइड गरेका हुँदैनौँ. Unless, look here, everybody continue in its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless the external force is applied. Unless the external force is applied, which is called the Newton's first law of motion. Isn't it? Okay. Now, Newton's second law of motion. Law of motion. Newton's second law of motion states that acceleration, do you know acceleration? Rate of change of velocity, or acceleration is called to d upon t. Its unit is meter per second square. Meter per second square. Acceleration produced on a body by a force is directly proportional to the applied directly proportional to the applied force and inversely proportional to the mass of that body. Isn't it? Newton's second law states that, right here? The acceleration produced body is directly proportional to the applied force on proportional to the mass and inversely proportional to the mass of that body the acceleration produced in a body is directly proportional to the applied force. When a object move in a straight path, in that times the acceleration produced in a body is directly proportional to the applied force. Acceleration produced in a body is directly proportional to the applied force and inversely proportional to the mass of the body, which is inversely proportional to the mass of a body. Look here once time, here is the two new term. First one is directly proportional and another one is inversely proportional, isn't it? First one is directly proportional and second one is inversely proportional. What is the meaning of directly proportional? Out of two factors, let's suppose cost item. Let's suppose the item cost. The price are two items, price is Rs 10. Three items, price 15. Four items, price Rs 20. Look here once time, two items. We buy two items, the cost is Rs 10. We buy three items, the cost is Rs 15. Four items, cost is Rs 20. It means that when the price when one item is increases and the other one items is also increases. यदि एउटा को कस्ट अथवा एउटा बढ्यो भने त्यसको रेस्पेक्टमा अर्को पनि के हुन सक्छ, इन्क्रिज हुन सक्छ. दुई एउटा बढ्दा अर्को पनि बढ्ने र एउटा घट्दा अर्को पनि घट्ने. यहाँ के भयो हेर्नुस् त, चारवटा हुँदा 20 रुपैयाँ थियो, तीनवटा हुँदा 15 रुपैयाँ भयो. हो कि हैन? आइटम पनि घट्यो, प्राइस पनि घट्यो. यसलाई चाहिँ हामी के भन्छौं, डाइरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल भनेर भन्छौं. You are understood? Okay, student. And the inversely proportional, when the items are increases, the cost of two items is Rs 20 and the cost of the three items is Rs 18. Cost of four items is Rs 15. Look here, when the items are increasing order, the cost is decreasing order. Such condition is called the inversely proportional. Hope you are clear the term directly proportional and inversely proportional. Directly proportional र inversely proportional को बारेमा तपाईहरु क्लियर हुनुभयो होला, isn't it? Okay. Next one is the third law of motion. हेर्नुस् त, next one is Newton's third law of motion. Law of motion. Third law of motion. To every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. To every action there is equal and to every action there is the equal and opposite reaction, which is called the Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion is also called the action and reaction, law of action and reaction. When an object is moved forward, in that times some things are moved in backward. It means that I hope तपाईहरु कोही बोटिङ गर्नु भएको छ होला बोटिङ गर्ने बेलामा जब बोट अगाडि जान्छ नि त्यो बेलामा त्यो बोट ड्राइभर्सले के गरेको हुन्छ त्यो डुङ्गा खियाउने मान्छेले के गरेको हुन्छ पानी पछाडी फालिरहेको हुन्छ हामी अगाडि जान्छौं बोट अगाडि जान्छ व्हिच इज कॉल्ड द एक्सन बोट पछाडी जान्छ त्यो पानी पछाडी जान्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी के भन्छौं रिएक्सन भनेर भन्छौं दिस you should study these three theorems carefully. Okay student, now we are turns to the one numerical problems. At first please write the question. Hari runs 500 meters in 2 minutes. (500 meters in 2 minutes). Calculate his speed. His speed, isn't it? Look here. Solution. Hari runs 500 meters in 2 minutes. Distance travel or distance is equal to S is equal to 500 meters. In 2 minutes time taken or time is equal to T is equal to 2 minutes. You should convert 2 minutes into second. It means that 2 into 60 is equal to 120 seconds. Calculate its speed is equal to what? We know speed equal to distance upon time divided by time is equal to distance means 500 upon time means 120, isn't it? Its value is 4.16 meter per second. Once time, look here. Dear student, please practice your exercise. There was contains the some theoretical question and as well as there is contains some numerical problems. Please try to solve your exercise and submit your respective schools teachers. Understood? Okay, thank you. See you soon.